Comics 5 and 9 should be started. In today's film, the bear undoubtedly meets a few new guys. We will go more into this CME issue. In addition, I secretly think it's time. Something tells me to keep an eye out for these precious metals. The current boom in silver doesn't necessarily signal that everything is well. Hi, and I hope everything is good on your end. This extra piece is approximately $218 in value. So why are we dumping? It's probably because they heard the CME Group's news. There's going to be something. The CME Group's markets are all open and trading. They're open now, folks. But as soon as they reopened, is that correct? They then began trading. Check out what's happening on the 5-minute chart. I take it that this is silver. It began at $50, increased to $54, and then reached $56. Guys, what do you mean by 56? It's beginning to rain. Again, I say it. Right now, silver is trying to make a breakthrough. Yes. It simply burst from this point of resistance. I think this might be a triangle. It just popped out, and it will most likely continue to pump here. It will continue to accelerate, much like gold did in this instance. Let's see when gold surpassed these support levels. Indeed. I take it that you can see 1, 2, and 3. Everything continued, such like this. Pumping and consolidating, pumping and consolidating. Guys, that's what may happen to silver here. All right. However, why? Because it's breaking out of a decades-old cup and handle pattern thanks to silver. This indicates that a black swan will soon appear. It must be correct to recall you. To rise from the ashes, a phoenix must burn. Now let's discuss the bear, guys. How did he comprehend this? While silver was easily breaking all-time highs, comics were plagued by technological issues. What is the duration required for this regulation to become a law? A cuse that reminded me of a cartoon bear scared me. This image was once displayed on the bear's whiteboard. All right, it appears to be a plan. Swift is currently under 5e9, but manga 5e9 is in the upper right corner. The comic book rule is 5e9, which is really odd. Indeed, according to this criterion, 589 is directly in front of you. Special price fluctuation restrictions are a guideline set by the CME Group that applies to specific futures products, primarily metals like copper, silver, and gold. Now, when a contract trades or is bid on above a specific percentage, often 7 to 20% based on the product from the previous day's settlement price, it temporarily increases or eliminates price constraints. This prevents markets from becoming unstable and disorderly. This is particularly true when contracts that are about to expire are delivered, allowing trading to continue with broader or no daily limitations throughout the remainder of the session and frequently the following day. Yes, exactly. All of this occurred essentially as if these circuit breakers had been triggered. This is going to blow up, it turns out. Yes, one final modification prior to blastoff. Why? Therefore, William claims that the US CME traded trading holes have a defective price discovery system for gold and silver. Keep in mind that not just precious metals experience this. All of these things did. The CME markets did not allow you to trade Bitcoin stocks or anything else. We refer to that as blackouts. And during the collapse, they will most likely occur once more. This could be an additional method of informing traders when outages are real. Given that silver is currently trading at $55 in China, it may rise to $60 in a few days, $70 in a few weeks, and possibly even $100 in a few months. I might be overly cautious. Do you recall how the price of silver first appeared? Indeed, it is. You should be able to earn hundreds of dollars, possibly even more than $500, if you stick to this cup and handle strategy. Are you certain of this? 10 times the jump is being discussed. In what way will 10x silver occur? All right, blow up 10 times more. Since that's exactly what silver did in 2008, you can probably predict why. Is that right? Even before 2008, the price was rising because those in the know already knew what was going to happen, and he knew that silver would be affected just when the 2008 bubble broke. All right, this is ridiculous. I really believe that a negative event is imminent. This resembles an indication of a breakdown. When I say collapse, I'm not kidding. Caution. We've been waiting for that because although silver equals 85 when typed in gematria, when XRP appears, it looks like XRP, which is 58. Moreover, both of them add up to 13, which is another oddity about this or something. Let's say that gold or Bitcoin took off. Let's say that gold is way up there, but silver is behind and has been behind. Doesn't that mean XRP always does the right thing? XRP was behind during this triangle-shaped pattern. Bitcoin was already well up there when it eventually took off. Looking at XRP here, you can observe this. Look, guys, that's really awesome. Indeed. Sammy doesn't resume selling futures until the banks borrow $24 billion from the Fed's standing repo, after quitting overnight tomorrow. Trading is just half day on Friday and Monday. In this instance, the parallels are excessive. That's what I believe it meant, all right? You know, the purpose of this incident was to warn everyone about potential dangers. I have no knowledge about this. I think the lesson was simple for guys, everyone. Similar to the gunshot that went viral. Embrace reality or risk being left behind. The beginning of the new world, indeed. I think it was that simple. To be honest, I believe we will now discuss Black Swan events. I noticed that you tweeted. Many people are unaware of the existence of a black swan. It's completely absent. You don't anticipate it. You cannot predict the future by observing how. It is now. Unless you've been informed otherwise, guys, you know that things happen when you least expect them to. Well, wait a minute. He pointed to the event blocks and described exactly what transpired today from 11 a.m. and 8 p.m. CME time. For Mr. Poole on November 28th, that is incomprehensible. To begin with, what did he say? Additionally, keep in mind that it's a coffee mug or cup cloth and he's sipping coffee or whatever. And it's early in the morning. Can you predict what happened this morning? CME declines. What's happening here? That's a little frightening. I have no doubt that you could predict when a black swan event will occur. I'm not sure what kind of black swans will occur if you look at the charts. Although you don't need to know the specific variety, it could be useful to be aware of the different types of black swans. Imagine a store or something similar, something that was manufactured. Suppose it was a nuclear bomb. No, you are not required to be aware of the precise kind of black swan that will occur. All you need to know is that it will occur. I could be mistaken, like when the building collapsed. But I believe a major black swan event is on the horizon. The greatest financial catastrophe in history is one of many things that are happening right now. Examine your surroundings. It'll happen so swiftly that it flips guys' life upside down, right? The kid hero. I'm ready between the end of November and the first 2 weeks of December, but it's unlikely to happen in October. There is a significant event taking place, but nobody is understanding it. As soon as the silver market is under stress, CME ceases trading. Then, in secret, banks withdraw $24 billion from the Fed's open repo window at the precise moment. Banks are rushing to raise additional funds. Liquidity challenges, technological issues, and market freezes. So what's happening? People continue to believe that. Digital assets designed to swiftly settle trillions of dollars will face the same kind of strain. The value of XRP will have another malfunction, won't it? Only with XRP have we witnessed technical issues similar to the one that occurred with silver today. You understand, don't you? Therefore, just before a significant fundamental reset, XRP won't surge like silver, CME, or any other market. It will initially vanish from marketplaces. Also, the switch will probably be switched when the moment is right. Next, the bears might have a difficult day because of Jim Cramer. He was hopeful indeed. You know, that implies it's time to be pessimistic. Yes, this was also tweeted today, all right? November 19th, eh? November 28th and December 10th are the upcoming dates. What? All right, people, go ahead and meme me. Yes, the Redlers are well knowledgeable about this. All right, let's discuss CMEs. What is this shape called? So, in terms of CMEs, there are breaks, correct? There are discrepancies in prices that tend to close. The message originated from Cryptomaniac. Additionally, he referred to it as stop, move forward, and up. Let's stop and go on. Come on, Mr. Poole, and wait. It was 11:27, guys. Yesterday's CME simply ended. Date precisely. The ideal hit. Indeed, Jack McDonald persuaded us to move forward from yesterday night till this morning. What's wrong with this language then? Something is happening here, as I mentioned to you. Indeed. Walk on Friday, the 28th. Look at it. You mean 2 black days ago? No power. Simple as 1, 2, 3. Thus, CME consists of 6 Icelandic krona plus the Caesar cipher. You're aware that halt signifies stop? That's fascinating, I guess. In ancient Egypt and Egypt, Kem was the deity of development.